And today I'm going to be talking about how partnering with Definiti benefits employers by giving them flexibility in plan design, better service experience, and we provide expert guidance that keeps plans healthy and growing. I think we all know and understand that employers have options when they're choosing a 401k service provider. And one of those choices is whether or not to go with a record keeper for the administration. So that would mean that would be a bundled option if you went with a record keeper, or to go unbundled and work with a third-party administrator like Definiti instead. I think it's important to note that many of our referrals come directly from record keeping partners who also offer bundled services. They do this because they recognize that not every plan is a good fit, for their bundled service model, and they're trying to avoid any mismatch between, what a plan needs and what they can deliver on. For them, it's really not whether a particular plan can be bundled or should have a TPA. It's, can this plan fit in the space, the little box that they've created? And if it doesn't fit, they don't want it. Record keepers really only want to bundle plans that meet certain characteristics and that don't have anything special about them, no quirks, that can easily fit onto their one size fits all solution. Really any nuance a plan has can create issues for record keepers, their service model. So, talking a little bit about service, when it comes to service, Definiti's model is, really based on providing that personal touch. When you think about what a bundle provider is doing, their number one deliverable is scale. And because they're focused on scale, plan sponsors who choose bundled, the service isn't always readily accessible. It can be hard to get expert guidance, and nobody's proactively addressing issues with them. When issues and questions do inevitably come up, with a bundled solution, oftentimes you don't have a specific person you can reach out to. So, you end up emailing a group email inbox, or you've got a 1-800 number. But with Definiti, right, a specific person is going to be assigned to your plan. You have direct dial access to them. You have direct access to their email inbox. And, when you call them, it's not like you're going to be speaking to them for the first time. They're going to know you, they're going to know your client, and they're going to be able to help you with your problems. Kind of like I was just speaking to, I think of bundled as a self-service choice, a do-it-yourself option for employers. They can work for some, but when complex issues do come about, they don't always work well. Definiti is positioned well to be flexible, provide high levels of service, and take on those complex issues, providing expert guidance that you and your clients might need. Our number one goal is providing excellent customer service. When you bring a plan, we get to know that plan. And because our number one priority is service, you'll have that specific person assigned. The differences in the two models really do lead to better outcomes when you go with a bundled plan, or excuse me, with a TPA. TPA or bundled providers are frequently relying on as-is data reported to complete the year-end tasks. So many times, they leave it up to you to ensure that the information is correct. The bundled provider will complete the 5,500. Excuse me, my mouth got a little dry there. But then they just send an email to the inbox of the client, and if the client loses it in their inbox and they don't follow up on it, then it's up to you to make sure that 5,500 gets completed. With Definiti, that doesn't happen. Our team is constantly following up with the clients, making sure that the 5,500s get filed, and the year-end tasks are done timely. A missed filing can cost thousands of dollars per day. So anything that we can do to avoid that, those IRS and DOL penalties, that's something that we're going to do. We're really set up to guide sponsors throughout the whole compliance cycle. We're proactively helping them, keeping track of what's going on, following up throughout the year to keep things moving along, preventing missteps and issues along the way. We're doing our part to ensure the plan stays compliant. And rather than automatically shoving that data through, like I was talking about, the compliance and non-discrimination testing, our team scrutinizes the census information. We follow up on things like ownership changes, ask questions when things don't look right, and our consultants check with the clients periodically when we're waiting for information rather than just hoping that they send it back. We understand how to optimize test results and provide, basic optimized profit sharing allocations when the basic testing options don't work out. We know what to do to help the client, improve those tests or maybe even pass. The good service is just, it's baked right in. Additionally, at Definiti, your clients will benefit not only from the top-notch customer service, but also from the expert guidance we're able to provide. I alluded to this a little bit before when I was discussing the service models, but our team has the industry experience and knowledge to give every plan the attention it deserves. A comparison that I've used to highlight this difference with other groups is that having a bundled relationship with a record keeper is a lot like having a bookkeeper prepare your taxes, but having a TPA is like having a CPA do your taxes. If your client needs to focus on their business, what they really need is a TPA, and they should be working with Definiti. Our consultants really understand how it all goes together. We create optimal plan design solutions for you. We know where the pitfalls are, and we consider, the client's goals, and can incorporate considerations like budget, employee demographics into the solution. We can help maximize employee retirement outcomes if that's what they're interested in. Bundled service models often don't have the ability to account for some of this stuff and do this type of analysis. So we also have people on staff that know how to solve operational issues for clients, help them problem solve. And if they want, some additional help running some of the day-to-day items, we have 316 services where we can take on some of those additional tasks for them. Examples of these things would be eligibility, signing and filing the 5500 for them, sending out annual notices, and reviewing distributions. Our consultants, can also help, are also positioned well to help navigate changes with government regulations. A hot new item right now is SEER 2.0. When you've got questions, our team has answers that are tailored to you. So, that you'll understand how it works and that you'll be able to help your clients. We recognize that the one size fits all approach usually offered by the record keeper is, not suited to every situation. And we're not going to send a plan away just because it's a little quirky or it has some issues. We'll be cultivating personal relationships with our clients and you to get to know more about, your needs and what your client needs. We use that extra information to provide better guidance, to share that expertise that we have with you, distilling down complex issues, making it clear for you. We leverage our experience, our industry experience. We're proactive. We analyze, your plan's information and recognize opportunities to make great suggestions for you. I want to reiterate that our team here understands the ins and outs of these plans and that we know how the pieces all go together, and we can, help you address a wide variety of issues and set your clients up for success. Bundled solutions can also limit plan design options. When you go to a record keeper, they often have a standardized set of options that you can select from. And maybe your client works with government contracts, wants to add a cash balance plan, has multiple 401k plans, or is looking to be part of a merger or make acquisitions. Maybe they do stuff with, employee classifications or want to use advanced profit sharing allocation methods like cross testing. By selecting a TPA, your clients have added benefit of working with experts who can offer them flexibility. We can focus on what's best for your client versus focusing on the plan design that might not fit their needs. Additionally, when you go bundled, your options for investments might be limited. So if you don't want a narrow set of investment options, you may want to consider working with the TPA, because we can work with any record keeper, any custodian. It just offers more flexibility. Excuse me.
And Ross, I can't agree with you more. You've hit a lot of great points as far as across the board, the options and additional expansions that Definiti can offer. In addition with bundled, obviously every plan needs a good fit, and I certainly agree with there as well. So